Utami Hayashishita going to GCW. She has 3 matches. 2 have been done. One of them comes up this weekend. This is also free on the YouTube channel if you're listening. Hello, everybody. I want to talk a lot about this. This is my premiere segment of the week. I'm gonna end up talking the generational struggle. If you're listening to the YouTube version, make sure to go check that out. I'll be previewing Sendai Girls Cork and Hall show. That'll be the main show, main regular show next week, of course. Next Thursday is the 5-Star Grand Prix preview for 2023, the annual preview. That'll be live on the Fight Game Media Network YouTube channel at 5:30. So pretty much a week from when I'm recording right now. But if you want to hear all that, you gotta tune in to the Patreon episode. Now, I'm here to talk about Utami in GCW. Obviously, it broke the world, essentially. It broke the Joshi world when we saw that Utami, Utami said she's gonna go on a trip and to improve herself. I just assumed that was like the Mina trip last year. Means nothing. We'll move on. Nay, I was wrong. It not only was a real trip, it involved her competing in GCW first in Hartford, then New Jersey, and then New York City. If you've been paying attention, Tommy's been around the parts. She attended an NXT show with Sumi Sakai. That was on Tuesday. Since these matches, she's also trained with certain wrestlers, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But let's talk about Cleanup Man, GCW, Utami Hayashishita versus Billy Starks. Instantly, you feel the star power. You feel the star power of Utami. And the thing is, right, I thought this match was such a good opportunity for Billy Starks because Billy Starks, she did the TJPW spots. She's done some Ring of Honor spots, done some AEW spots, but you're now wrestling arguably the best wrestler in the world. Utami is that level right now. What can Billy show? And I thought Billy showed a lot. This was such a great performance from Billy Starks. I think her next growing is, putting some more oomph on those forearms. Make Utami feel it. Thankfully, you didn't make Utami feel too bad, right? You didn't get to hit your I can't remember the name of her finisher, but where she drops them on their head. I'm really happy you didn't hit that on Utami. Utami's got a 5-star to work towards too. If she let that happen, whew, that would have been bad. But this match was really good. It was really physical. They traded forms back and forth. Billy Starks got a lot in. She got a lot in before Utami got the win with the torture rack bomb, which was a great finish to the match, in my opinion. Utami's using her old, finishes. She's not using the BT bomb right now. She's using old finishes to get the job done. That's how she's building up. I think she's building towards a new finisher personally. Maybe she'll have some new moves in the arsenal come July 23rd. We'll have to wait and see, but that's what I think we're building to. Billy Starks, if you ever go to Stardom, bravo. I hope you do. I think you're obviously very talented. Billy Starks is someone that I've interviewed. She is a hell of a talent for 18 years old, especially. If she could get to Stardom for any sort of tour, she's going to walk out of it even better. So this match, I'm sure she's walking out of even better anyways. Utami is just such a world-class professional wrestler. There's levels to this, and she's on the highest of levels. Next up, we had, of course, Utami Hayashishita versus Janai Kai at the Big Ass Extreme Birthday Bash. Friend of the show, Brad, and his daughter Kathy got to go to the show, take some pictures with Utami. They were fantastic. which I just want to give a shout out because it made me smile. I know made a lot of people smile seeing Utami pick up Kathy. So just wanted to shout you out, friend. Happy you got to enjoy the show and got to meet Utami. But this match was very physical. I'm a big fan of Janai Kai. Janai Kai actually revealed today that she's going to Japan for 2 months. So maybe she could work her way into some Stardom days. I know she has the TJPW connection from previously, but right now she's working for Glade. I don't know. She's got to be working somewhere else, and wherever else it is, I'm looking forward to it because I like Janai Kai. I think she's a hell of a talent. This match was faster than the one with Billy Starks, but it packed a punch. Janai Kai hit a few of her signature kicks, including the one where, Tommy's up on the ropes and she pretty much jolts in foot first, devastating looking. I learned that Janai Kai and Billy Starks are very tall. In Stardom, you see Utami, and she's like one of the tallest. Oh, it's nothing compared to Janai and Billy Starks. They made Utami look small, but this was a good back and forth match. They traded forearms a few times, forearms and kicks, and Utami gets the win with the Germans, the deadlift German suplex, perfect bridge, 1, 2, 3. Again, Utami's using her other moves to get the wins here. She's getting everything ready for the 5-star Grand Prix. And that's part of development. Again, I thought Janai Kai did great. Hope to see this match again somewhere down the road, preferably in Stardom. I think Janai Kai definitely made an impression, much like Billy did the night before, and I'm just hoping for more. But the big talking point now is, of course, what Utami was doing while not wrestling. And Utami trained at the dungeon. Yes, the dungeon. Natalia revealed a few pictures. If you're watching on the YouTube, you can see here. Utami was brought down by Sumi Sakai to go wrestle with Natalia in her workhorse dungeon training facility place. So we got to see Utami and Natalia go head to head. They were very friendly on Twitter. Pretty cool stuff, obviously. And then, of course, the picture reveal of IYO SKY, of course, in WWE, IYO SKY taking part in the training. Of course, I am someone who got the chance to interview Tommy last year, and Utami said that IYO SKY versus Utami Hayashishita is her dream match forever and always. So I'm sure they have one hell of a little exhibition in there. But then it all came to me. I had a brain blast almost. Maybe they don't acknowledge it, but in kayfabe mentality, who's better to learn from to get back on track as a singles competitor in Stardom than IYO SKY, right? Utami didn't post the picture, so they're probably not going to use that as the mindset here. She just had to go, get some training in, get some matches in, and that's how she's going to come back better than ever. But I'm going to take it as you went and trained with the original Queen's Quest leader, the one of two-time World of Stardom champions, former Wonder of Stardom champion, one of the Mount Rushmore people of Stardom, one of the greats. It's perfect. It's perfect. I have no idea if that's the plan. I have no idea if that was the thought process here, but for me it was, and for that I'm grateful. I loved it. Thought it was great. Just seeing these pictures, if Utami breaks out the sharpshooter in that match with Mia Shirakawa, she's in figure 4 and turns into a sharpshooter, I'll have a big pop. Yeah, add the sharpshooter to your repertoire, Utami. We gotta keep adding. But it's nice to see she got a chance to train. There was a lot of wrestlers there. I believe Yuya Uemura was there, and a few other wrestlers from around the scene. But very cool to see Utami get to go do something like this. I do hope that maybe she takes something from it, whether it be, the sharpshooter or something from IYO. But in my kayfabe working brain, Utami took this trip to go get some advice from IYO SKY because that feels right. And finally, this upcoming Friday, it will be Utami's final GCW match as she takes on Lufisto in a singles action at the Melrose Ballroom in New York City. That'll be on 8 p.m. over on Fight Plus. If you want to check that out, I predicted it last week. You're going to predict it again. Utami's going 3-0 in this trip, getting back on track. Hell of a run over in GCW. And like I said, all these matches are on Fight Plus. Actually, no, the JCW match, that was free on YouTube, so you can go check that out. But I like what they're doing here because if Utami's winning the tournament, which I'll get to in 5-Star Grand Prix preview next Thursday, if that's the case, this was a hell of a way to build up, taking these trips to get better, but also building up Utami, with all these pictures and things that leak out of seeing what she did and what she was willing to go through to get better. And then these 3 matches, if that's what it all leads to, I'm sold. Because by year's end, Utami Hayashishita should be your 2-time 5-Star Grand Prix winner. But again, I'll preview the whole thing. I think everyone's pretty set on a winner, but I'll be talking in full again next week. But this was so far so good for Utami. Looking forward to see what she has left. So if you want to listen to the rest of the Patreon episode, I'll be talking Generational Struggle number 2, as well as Sendai Girls Korakuen Hall show. So head over there if you haven't already, or if you're already listening, stick around. Thank you, folks. Follow me at Scotty Wrestling on Twitter if you don't already, and make sure to set a reminder for that preview next Thursday at 5:30 Eastern, right here on the Fight Game Media Network YouTube channel.